This is why I love Minecraft. Can you imagine seeing this in any other game? I mean, look at that massive pyramid. Hey, what's up my fellow Twisters? Welcome back. Today. We are going to be taking a look at 5 really amazing maps in Minecraft that were actually built in real life. Now, these maps are going to be ancient wonders of the world, and to see them in Minecraft is super cool. Now, before we actually take a look at the first map, I do want to mention that the last video, which was the insane futuristic maps in Minecraft, did pretty well, and I just want to thank you all for that support, because now I can make more of these videos that you guys seem to enjoy. Now, I have future ideas such as maybe 5 different roller coasters or 5 different sci-fi or fantasy maps, and I think it would be really cool. So if you guys do want to see that, be sure to take 1 second to smack the like button, and of course subscribe to see when those videos come out. Anyways, that was a pretty long intro, but now let's go ahead and take a look at the first map. So the first map is going to be the Taj Mahal. Yes, guys, you know I had to do it. The Indian Taj Mahal. As you guys can see, it is absolutely gigantic. If you guys don't know what this is, it's a really big, like, temple of some sort, and it is just really cool. I mean, it has like this really lavish grounds and also multiple different levels, and as you guys can see, it just speaks for itself, and it's very accurately recreated in Minecraft. And like I said, it's really cool to see some of these ancient wonders in Minecraft, because not everyone is so lucky to actually see this in real life, even though the structure is still like there in real life. But as you guys can see, it's really cool. That's like the view from the first floor. We have the secondary floor over here, and as you guys can see, we could enter the actual Taj Mahal walking towards this huge gigantic dome. And I believe this Taj Mahal was created as a tomb for the king's wife, so I guess this is where, you know, the golden kind of tomb would be or something like that. So it's really cool. And whoops, I broke a glass. It's a sacred temple and it's broke a glass. But as you guys can see, this map is really awesome, and if you guys do download this, you would have a lot of fun exploring with it, as well as, of course, adding it into your world. Anyways, now let's go ahead and take a look at the next map that we have. Alright, so here we go. The second map is going to be a Roman Colosseum. I mean, look at this. This thing is super gigantic. I mean, right now it looks kind of small, but as we fly closer and closer, it gets absolutely massive. And this is the interior. As you guys can see, that's where all of the gladiators would fight. Unfortunately, that is sort of a good and a bad thing, because usually the gladiators were either prisoners or slaves. And yeah, so this is the interior. As you guys can see, it is actually really huge. And one thing I do want to show you is that once you get closer and closer to the ground, you can actually see how massive this structure truly is, because it gives you perspective. So here we are at the bottom, and yeah, just look at that. Can you imagine being a gladiator in this Colosseum? It would be absolutely terrifying. We have like 3 different doors over here. We have the first like main door, and then the 2 side ones, and also we have the area for the king to sit, and the king's actually sitting pretty high up. I'm not sure how he would enjoy the fight. I mean, wouldn't you want to be like really close? I guess not, because someone could just like throw a spear at him or something. So I guess this is for safety. But as you guys can see, the tower itself is really huge, and we have multiple floors that people could, you know, sit in and enjoy the spectacle, as well as these gates, even on the side, are just massive. I know they look tiny from like really far away, but as you guys can see, if you're walking through this is just insane. I mean, oh my gosh. Like I was saying, like, these maps in Minecraft are really cool, because you get like a first person's perspective on some of the things that people went through in the past. So it's like an educational experience, since this is sort of like a replica of the structure. Either way, this is a really awesome map. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. So the next map we're going to take a look at is not actually an ancient wonder. I kind of misspoke when I said that. I just meant buildings that have existed or do exist in real life. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at it. It is the Eiffel Tower. Take a look at this, guys. This thing is absolutely massive, as all of the buildings in the series have been, and I think it's all the way from the base level of Minecraft to the top block. So this is really the limit, but I believe it is a scale replica compared to your Minecraft body. But either way, as you guys can see, this thing is just really glorious, and it's a really nice feat of engineering. I mean, can you imagine going to see this in real life? Well, you can with Minecraft. Just download the map and just walk on up to our Eiffel Tower and look up, and as you guys can see, it is just massive. I mean, this thing looks really cool, and I wish I could see this in real life, but I guess this is the next best thing. Alright, so let's walk towards one of the bases to get an even better perspective past all of these cows. And yeah, this is how it looks, guys. It is really cool, and it's actually quite huge on the bottom. I did not expect it to be this big. And when you guys do download this map, you could either explore it, walk along all of the different floors, or you could just, you know, decorate the area around. I think it would be really cool to see this being surrounded by a city. Either way, as you guys can tell, this map is just really, really cool. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at another map. Alright, so the next map we're going to take a look at is actually an entire city. Now, this city is going to be in Egypt, and it's the necropolis for Giza. And as you guys can see, this includes the Sphinx, which looks really cool. I mean, he has like this huge beard, and also those eyes are just looking at everything. And also this really awesome like headdress, which I don't know the traditional name of it, but either way, it looks awesome. Like, this in Minecraft is just so cool to me, because you could like travel across the world and see all of these awesome ancient wonders, sort of like in real life. Because, I mean, of course, like in real life, it's more impressive and amazing, but this is, like I said, the next best thing. And this city's actually pretty huge. It has like irrigation streams all across the area, but I'm just going to skip that and skip all the temples and just go straight towards the pyramid. There's going to be one pyramid over here, and then two more right next to it. And if you guys are thinking that these pyramids are small, well, these are just the 3 queen pyramids, and then the big one is all the way in the back. As you guys can see, it is like all of these combined, possibly 6 of these combined, because it's still loading and only half of it has loaded up. But as you guys can see, there is certain walkways and streams coming from the river, which is the Nile River, of course, and also some irrigation systems down there. But when you guys download the map, you can explore that for yourself. But now I'm just going to take a look at some of these pyramids, and also the massive one right over there, as you guys can see. I mean, you cannot miss that. Alright, so these are the 3 queen pyramids. As you guys can see, they're slightly smaller, and that is the name given by the map creator. I'm not sure how accurate that is to real life, but as you guys can see, there is some gold on top of it, kind of like finishing off the pyramid, and I do think that's accurate to, you know, real life. And can you imagine how much gold they would need to fill that pyramid, yet alone 3 of those, yet alone this gigantic pyramid? Now, this one I think is sort of like a scale model, because the pyramids in real life are actually this big. I'm not even exaggerating this. Like, you could go Google some pictures. If you stand right next to it, these blocks are like 4 times bigger than you. So this is a pretty accurate representation. As you guys can see, when we're flying closer and closer to the top, it is just never ending. Then you turn around and you see that you're super high up in the sky. Now, I think there was some sort of like video where some guy climbed the pyramid, like illegally, of course, because you're not allowed to do that. Some guy climbed the pyramid, and he kind of went all the way to the top and took some videos and some selfies and stuff. So I really recommend you go check out one of those videos, because they're really insane. I mean, this place is, I would think like 600 feet tall. I'm not really sure, but as you guys can see, the top of the pyramid has a ton of gold on there, like a miniature golden pyramid. And of course, this is overlooking the entire city and necropolis. So anyways, that is pretty much this pyramid. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the final map. Alright, so this is going to be the final building, and it's also very similar to the Eiffel Tower, since it is a modern skyscraper type structure. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. It is the Empire State Building in Minecraft. Check this out. This is so cool. Yet again, not an ancient structure, but a structure that you guys can take a look at in real life. And I think this is an exact replica, or at least built to scale. And as you guys can see, it does include an interior. I mean, it's just a copy and pasted floor, but it is more detailed than the other maps. So as you guys can see, as I fly higher and higher, I mean, we're doing it quite slowly, but the map does look really cool, and eventually we can see the antenna at the top. And also we have a penthouse all the way as well, and then some other floors, of course. And then I'm going to go really close to this so you guys can see proper perspective of how big. And yeah, this floor is actually pretty huge. And then we could go ahead and just go all the way back down to the bottom towards the front door, then look on up. And as you guys can see, we can't even see the antenna, how tall this actually is. And I'm not sure if I'm saying antenna right or antenna. I'm just really confusing myself. So either way, this is the front of the building, or at least the back. And you could walk on through into the lobby. The lobby itself is quite huge. And when you walk into the lobby, there's like a huge hallway over here with multiple floors. And I believe there is like shops and whatnot on these different levels. I'm not sure. I haven't actually been inside of the Empire State Building. I've been like, you know, right next to it, but I assume this is how it would look like. I don't know. Some of you should tell me in the comment section down below if you've been to the Empire State Building. But as you guys can see, this is really awesome because of the scale of the actual building. It's so massive, and this must have taken someone a really long time to build. And what is a cow doing in here? Either way, guys, there's a lot of floors in this building. I do recommend you download it in the description box down below and explore it for yourselves before the cows completely take it over. Alright, guys, so that's basically going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do want to see more of these 5 different maps, whether it be roller coasters, sci-fi maps, fantasy maps, cartoon maps, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Tell me in the comment section down below, and I will try to do it. As well, while you're down there, please do take 1 second to smack that like button and support the series, because if you support it, I will make more. Anyways, this was Twiistz. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. See you guys next time.